Assalamu alaikum and good morning to all. Today I'm going to teach you English grammar of class 7. So students, today we will learn parts of speech in grammar and how to identify them. It's very important to identify parts of speech correctly to apply the rules related to them. So first of all students, let's see what is a part of speech. We can categorize English words into a basic types called parts of speech or word classes. It's quite important to recognize parts of speech. This helps us to analyze sentences and understand them. It also helps us to construct good sentences. Each word in English language belongs to a particular class or parts of speech. We already know that there are total 8 parts of speech in English grammar. Each part of speech has a specific use and function. So let's see the name of all parts of speech. Nouns, pronouns, adjectives, verbs, adverbs, prepositions, conjunctions and interjections. So now we will see all the parts of speech one by one in detail. So let's start with the easiest one, nouns. For nouns, only we have to remember is that nouns are names. Name of person, place, thing, feeling, quality or anything. For example, if I say Taslima, so Taslima is a name of person, so it's a noun. If I say Taj Mahal, is a name of a place, so it's a noun. If I say book, book is a thing. So that becomes noun too. If I say love or hate, it is a name of feeling, so this is noun as well. If I say honesty, bravery, so these are qualities. So these are also known as nouns. So in short, naming words are known as nouns. This is all about noun. Do you know students, there are several kinds of nouns in English. So let's see the types of nouns. They are as follows. Proper noun, common noun, abstract noun, concrete noun, countable noun, uncountable noun, collective noun and compound noun. So let's see all nouns one by one in detail. First start with proper noun. A proper noun is a name which refers only to a single person, place or thing, and there is no common name for it. In written English, a proper noun always begins with capital letters. For example, Bharuch. It refers to only one particular city, and in Bharuch, B always comes in capital. Safa refers to a particular person. India. There is no other country named India. This name is fixed for only one country. So that's why this type of names are known as proper noun. Now let's move to another noun, that is common noun. Common noun is a name for something which is common for many things, persons or places, but are not the names of particular person, places or things. For example, boy, city, country, month, etc. If I say boy, it can refer to any boy, nothing in particular. If I say city, it can refer to any city like Bharuch, Baroda, Mumbai, Kolkata, etc. but nothing in particular. So dear students, a common noun is a word that indicates a person, place, thing, etc. in general. And a proper noun is a specific one of those. Now let's move to another abstract noun. Abstract noun is for something that cannot be seen but is there. It has no physical existence. Generally, it refers to feelings, ideas, or qualities. For example, joy, sorrow, friendship, kindness, courage, beauty, etc. So, this all we can't see, but it's a feeling, quality of a person. Now let's move to concrete noun. Concrete noun is the exact opposite of abstract noun. It refers to the things we see and have physical existence. For example, chair, table, bat, ball, water, money, sugar, etc. Means concrete nouns are people, places, or things that we can experience with our 5 senses. Now we will move to the another countable nouns. The nouns that can be counted are called countable nouns. Countable nouns can be singular or plural. They are used with a or an and numbers like 1, 2, 3, etc. Singular countables cannot be used alone. We put either a or an or words like the, these, that, my, and so on before them. For example, an apple. Apple is a countable. We can able to count apple. The table, this pen, your book, and so on. So, this type of nouns are known as countable nouns. Now, let's move to another uncountable nouns. The nouns that cannot be counted are called uncountable nouns, completely opposite of countable nouns. Names of substances like milk, oil, rice, gold, and so on. And abstract things like beauty, joy, friendship, etc. are uncountable nouns. Now let's move to another collective nouns. Collective nouns are names for a collection or a number of people or things. It refers to a set or group of people, animals, or things. Words like crowd, army, bunch, group are collective noun example. Often, a collective noun is used with certain kinds of people, animals, or things. For example, we say a band of musicians, a pride of lions, a group of people, a team of players, etc. Now we will see last noun, that is compound noun. Compound nouns are words for people, animals, places, things, or ideas made up of 2 or more words. Most compound nouns are made with nouns that have been modified by adjectives or other nouns. Compound nouns are sometimes one word, like toothpaste, haircut, bedroom, etc. These are often referred to as closed or solid compound nouns. Sometimes compound nouns are connected with a hyphen, like dry, cleaning. Between dry and cleaning, we have to put hyphen. Daughter-in-law, daughter hyphen in hyphen law, etc. Sometimes it appears as 2 separate words like full moon, Christmas tree, swimming pool, etc. These are often referred to as open or spaced compound noun. So students, I hope these first parts of speech, noun and kinds of nouns are clear to you now. Here, nouns and kinds of nouns definition and examples are for you, so you can learn well.